Hello, Scorpio. The message that I'm getting from you from my angels, my guides, Archangel Michael is here saying, you crushed it. You did an amazing job on something, and now you've got a new beginning starting this week. So let's take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of the sign of Scorpio. This is a general reading, so take from the reading what applies to you or the other side. This is how we're going to do this reading, and I hope that you guys are doing great because this is an incredible. You may be feeling some turbulence right now as you're reading this reading, listening to this reading, but it is getting ready to change. So through this week, you're starting off with the Nine of Wands, and that is feeling worn out and tired, what I'm saying. You might be feeling the effects of the planets as they shift. They make a difference in our world. They drain us. We get energetically drained and exhausted, and right now we're dealing with three different ones coming out of that very, very soon. The harvest moon, you may be feeling that subsiding as we go forward, but for some of you who are highly sensitive individuals, you're definitely going to be feeling this. This Ace of Cups is saying you may be very heightened in your senses for sure, so you're definitely doubly feeling the effects of this. So when we get that Nine of Wands, this is that moment for you to push forward no matter how tired you are. Rest, take a nap, make sure you're eating right, make sure you're taking care of your health, because this is something that excites you and is going to bring you abundance. This is going to bring you love. This is going to bring everything you need so that you are happy in your life. It doesn't mean 6 cars, it means 1 car. It doesn't mean a job paying 6 figures, it means a job that works for you, a career that resonates with you, or a person. So you've got a brand new beginning. You have overcome a lot, and you've done all this work because you want this. And that's what helps us keep going forward. So as we look further, we're going to take a look at whoever you are dealing, whatever you're dealing with, Scorpio, and see how this resonates on their side. So we have the Queen of Swords. That can be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius individual. It can be anybody. It may be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So while I was asking for your messages, this King of Pentacles came out. This is a new offer, a new opportunity from a person. And if this is an organization, when it comes to your career, this is going to bring you prosperity. There are contracts associated to this career offer, so you must sign contracts. Remember, with Mercury still in retrograde at the time, if you're listening to it now, you want to make sure that all the documentation is correct. Your name is spelled correct. They didn't misspell anything. They didn't omit anything. And if they say the words, we'll fix it, you make sure you signed it after it's fixed. Do not base it on somebody's verbal, because mixed communication is part of this right now as well. So whoever you're dealing with, if this is a person, they have cut out people around them. They may have been dealing with an outside party. For those of you who had a family member associated, I feel it's very strongly to a Libra. This could be an actual Libra zodiac sign. This may very well be somebody who carries that Libra energy, where they're very appealing and attracted them in a different direction. All right, that's for romance. Now, I know this is mixed up because my messages come in that way, so that's why it's important to listen to the whole entire thing. This is the beginning of the week. They're removing things that don't work for them, period. They're listening, they're watching, they've grown into the king, okay? Now, you are moving right into this beautiful energy, and it won't come without challenges for sure. We have the Knight of Swords, which again is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius individual, and we have the Sun card. This is amazing. You've got unexpected information flying in. This is communication. This is a person showing up at your doorstep saying, we want to take care of this. We want to bring you this right here. The Sun is saying it can't get much better than this. You are aligned with the stars, Scorpio. And I know a lot of you feel this. This is that big moment for you to recognize all that you've been through. You've crushed it, and now the rewards are getting to come in. They're coming in for you. Now, you may feel that effect very strongly more toward the month of October. Okay, this is representing October to me. That's what I feel. But the beginning is now. The offer is coming in over the next 1 to 2 weeks for you guys. So it's an incredible opportunity for you. As well as on a family or friend, I do feel it's a family or friend, not romance. You have somebody going to come in and they want to settle everything up with you. They want to heal the situation, and I feel that they're going to give you a sincere apology, most definitely, for whatever happened. I don't think they knew they hurt you, okay? I don't think they really realized it, but after they sat for a while with this hangman, that's where things started to change for them, where they realized they hurt you, okay? So as you communicate with this person, again, this is a family member or a friend. I don't feel it's romantic at all. I hope you hear that. This is somebody who had to step back and look at the whole situation. They may have felt like you said something that insulted them, not realizing they did it, but I don't think this side over here knew how much they hurt you. You've healed over it. You've moved forward. You've crushed it. You're moving forward. So even though they're coming in to say they're sorry and they want to have a relationship with you again, your mother, your father, your sibling, whoever this is, I hope for some of you this is your adult child coming in. They're going to communicate that they didn't see you in who you really were. They saw you as a parent. They saw you as a mom or a dad. That means you are not a man or a woman, okay? It's kind of like children bypass that part, right? But now they see you as a human being. Now they understand who you are because they've grown themselves, and they're going to understand how to communicate their apology, and it will be sincere, okay? So that's midweek, where there's some big time healing, some information coming in that is going to help you get past that 9 of Wands energy in the beginning of the week. Now, toward the latter part of the week, we have the 2 of Pentacles, where you're going to need to be very balanced because this is going to be a shockaroo. Here we have the 6 of Pentacles, where it's equal reciprocity. If you've been working really hard in a job, this is that new beginning where you're like, I can't do this anymore. Having a conversation with your employer saying, I am overworked with that 9 of Wands. I can't do this. And by the end of the week, they're going to give back to you. It's like, I need to balance my life. I need a work-life balance, Mr. or Mrs. Boss. This is something I need in order for me to feel aligned within myself, in order for me to feel good about life. I love where I do. I'm in this company for a reason, but yet I want to make sure that I get compensation for what I do. Key words are, I deserve adequate compensation, Scorpio, and you are going to get it by having this conversation. They didn't know that you needed it. They didn't know because you probably never said anything to them before. Or if you did, it was like, hey, is it time for my raise? Is it time for my bonus? And they're like, well, we'll get to it later. And it got set aside. So you're waiting and waiting and waiting, and they don't say anything because it got forgotten because they're overloaded themselves, right? So whatever this is, it's like a miscommunication when it comes to work. When it comes to that family member, there you go. There's the Judgment card. It's reevaluating the situation. And as you reevaluate this situation, you're going to see the dynamic of difference between the two of you. This is that mother and child, father and child. And I do feel for you, this is a lot of you, this is an adult child coming in where they now have grown. Again, like I said, so this is an opportunity to take a second look at whatever you are dealing with, Scorpio, because you have overcome strife and struggle. You have overcome the mental restrictions, the physical restrictions, the financial restrictions, and you're saying, I don't need to do this. I don't want to go backwards. I want to move forwards. I want to balance my life out. So by the end of the week, this is going to be very, very promising for you, even though nobody likes that Judgment card. The Judgment is simply an opportunity to look back and see, do I want this? Is this where I want to go, or do I want to move forward? They want to move forward with you. The organization wants to keep you. The organization that put you on hold and giving you that offer, they are coming in. They are looking back at you because you're standing out for this moment, for this time period over the next 1-2 weeks. You are standing out to them. So the overall message in general that they want you to focus on bringing in, they, the guides around me, or releasing is now. We have the 5 of Wands over here. And on this side, we have the Ace of Swords. So for you as an individual Scorpio, this is your moment to really look at all of that strife and struggle that you've been through, the conflicted mind. You know, the Five of Wands is competition for some of you, where you've been in an industry, highly competitive industry, and now that's getting ready to change because they see you. And this is your new beginning right here. That Ace of Swords is amazing. For some of you, I feel January of the year 2021 is when this began. 2021, all right? Not this year, a year ago. So this has been going on for quite some time. For another group of you, this is something you've been striving for since the June of this year. So you may have asked for that bonus, that opportunity. That was like, I feel you got overlooked on a promotion or a pay increase is what I'm getting. You had to fight hard to get this, and you are overcoming this, because the next card that comes after that is the Six of Wands. So do not go backwards. Your advice for this week is do not go backwards. Remember, you are in competition with other people when it comes to your career. When it comes to the family, there is a lot of strife and struggle, internal conflict when dealing with this individual. But yet, as the week ends and there's this moment to really hear what they say, I don't think this person, this situation, I don't think they knew how much they hurt you. I really don't. Whether you call that narcissistic, self-absorbency, they didn't recognize it. But equally, I don't think you voiced it. You didn't vocalize it as much as you think you did, or in a way that they connected to. So you being a cup sign, you come from emotions and feelings, and they may very well be coming from the mental side, where it needs to click on a logical way. And that's the disconnect right here that I'm talking about. So let's see how this side is coming through. This one, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Ten of Wands. They're letting go of this burden because they see the unity between you. This is that beautiful connection that you have with an organization where you're bringing in amazing things for them. They see the potential of the two of you together, where I don't think they saw it before. This is the alignment within the organization where they may have been dealing with a lot of transitional changes. Okay, Scorpio, so as the world is changing, they're changing. They're accommodating everything around it. Like when COVID hit, people were in the home working. That was a big adjustment that had to happen that quick. So this is the leftover burden that they were dealing with, and now they can create the bonding with you. This is joy, celebration, because they can recognize that you are really something that they want to bring in. For family, well, they were dealing with things you didn't know about, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think this person heard you. They didn't understand you. Even if you screamed at them, how could you not hear me? They didn't get it because they were coming from an extreme form of logic. And in the logic, that's the divine masculine within each and every one of us. We don't always carry that empathy. They were out of balance. You were out of balance, a little bit more emotional side, a little bit more logical side. This is you being able, the three of it, they want to connect with you. They want to harmonize with you. So now that they recognize you and recognize how much of the strife and struggle, they want to come in with something amazing. Now, please keep in mind this is a general reading. If you'd like your own personal reading, you can go to ascendingsouljourney.com. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Much love.